Welcome to the Dirty Heifers podcast. Soap making, small business, and so much more. Let's get dirty. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Dirty Heifers podcast, where soap meets sarcasm, business meets breakdowns, and we somehow keep showing up with a drink in one hand and chaos in the other. I'm Margaret from Warm and Fuzzy Soapery, and I am here, as always, with my bubbly buddies, Jessie from Country Lather Soapworks and Shauna from Bawauna Bath & Body. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the topic this week? Well, surprise, there isn't one. This is episode 31, and instead of being polished and profound, we're just hanging out and doing what we do best. Talking too much, laughing too loud, and probably oversharing. So if you're here for a neat, curated masterclass, go ahead and lower those expectations. Before we dive into the delightful nonsense, it is time for our beloved segment, Word of the Week. Jessie, I know last week we took it easy on you, but this week's word is...
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Okay, that was loud. VERISIMILITUDE.
What in the cotton picking, jelly making thunder is that?
Do you want to take a guess? Do you want me to give you a sentence?
I think I got this one. Just hang on a minute. And believe it or not, I'm serious. I think I got this one. Something is very similar.
You pronounce it first.
Oh, for real? Very similar, very similar tard.
Close.
Very close.
Verisimilitude.
And it's something that's very alike, I reckon.
So if I give you a sentence, let's see. Even though Shauna said she totally meant to spill that fragrance all over the counter, her story lacked verisimilitude.
Why am I the example in all these things?
Because that's fun.
Wait till you hear the example I gave in the last episode.
Ah, man. It was my birthday a few days ago. Be nice to me.
We sent you a hoodie, Heifer. Oh. So similar, it's slow. I don't know.
It's like, do you want to say it, Shauna, or should I?
I actually don't know the word, but based on the sense, I would say like authenticity or verifiability.
Yeah, what do you think? Is it real? Is it fake? Is it half-truth? Kind of like,
Like everything on the internet anymore? Anyway.
Right.
It's a big red flag.
Yes. So, do you have a redneck word of the week for us?
I have a southernism of the week for y'all.
Okay, I like southernisms.
And y'all will probably get this. Like I said, I really needed to dig deep and find some more southernisms and some more redneck words. But throwing a hissy fit.
Throwing a hissy fit is just having like a temper tantrum.
Right.
Right?
Pitching a fit. Throwing a hissy fit.
All right. There you go.
Don't pitch fit and get what you get.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's it. Show's over.
Yeah. So, unrelated to anything here. Mm-hmm. Completely unrelated to anything. The hissy fit thing made me think. Do you know why having your uterus removed is called a hysterectomy?
That's a good question.
I never thought about that.
Is it, well, now that you said something about having a hissy fit, I'm thinking about historically how women were seen to have fits, and it's got
bouts
something
of
to do
hysteria.
with bouts of hysteria.
That's it.
And you're okay. You're getting rid of your.
They thought hysteria came from the uterus, and so taking the uterus out was a hysterectomy.
It's funny that you say that because every now and then, your FYP on TikTok, every now and then just throws you a curveball. Mm-hmm. I had a video, and I'm assuming it's like a TV show or a movie. I'm not a big movie watcher or TV show watcher. I mean, I do from time to time. I take bouts of it. But it was like a clip from a show, and it was like it took place in the late 1800s. And it was like this doctor that would treat a woman's hysteria.
Oh, yeah. By masturbating them.
Yeah.
I was going to try and
thing.
figure out a way to put that into my definition of a hysterectomy, but I couldn't figure it out. But
that was a real thing.
Yeah, that was a real thing. That's crazy. How crazy is that?
So
they also used to give you cocaine.
Right. People be lining up at those doctors. What?
Yeah, those doctors also were taking cocaine, so there's that.
So they would treat your hysteria, and on top of it, you'd be tripping. Seriously? So you would have a huge O.
Actually, so Halstead, who's like the father of modern surgery. If anybody's ever watched the show, what was that called? The Nick, K-N-I-C-K.
Mm-mm.
It's about the Knickerbocker Hospital in New York City.
Okay.
And the main character was basically fashioned after Dr. Halstead. And back in the day, they used to experiment on themselves. So cocaine is actually a local anesthetic. So they were using it as a local anesthetic, and then they found out, ooh, I can get a heck of a lot more work done when I'm on cocaine. So then they started giving themselves cocaine. And then in order to get, Dr. Halstead was one of those people who's addicted to it.
Right.
He was a little wonky. Anyway, in order to get him off of cocaine, they gave him heroin.
I was going to say they probably gave him heroin because it's an upper, then they gave him a downer.
Yeah.
And then now he's probably,
And he's addicted to heroin, so,
Mm-hmm.
He was all messed up.
No,
He was messed up.
I was going to say he got married to Methany.
forgot about methany. Anyway.
I've used Methany a couple of times. You know what's really cool?
About nothing is headed in the medical direction. Sorry.
Yeah, we got an email. Let me read it to you.
Ooh.
Cool beans.
Okay.
Emails.
It says, "Hello, Heifers. I found you guys through Jessie, and I have been loving your podcast. Have you thought about having a little Q&A section of the podcast for your audience? If so, I have a little trivia question for y'all. If you were told you can only make one product or scent, what would it be and why?" From your loyal listener, Naomi Colson.
Ah, Naomi. She's not far from me. She is a very loyal customer. And hey, Naomi.
Yeah, I'll have to tell her that she's featured in this episode.
I'm gonna message her right now. But yeah. My go-to, like the one that if I could only make one from here on out, even though vanilla sandalwood is my favorite, the majority, I'm really the only one in the household that likes it.
Okay.
But one that everybody in the household does like is Toes in the Sand. So that would probably be it.
Okay. How about you, Shauna?
If I only had to make one product, it would be soap. If one scent, that one's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh gosh, I like so many of them. Oatmeal milk and honey is one that's universally pretty well accepted.
Mm-hmm.
But I sell so much Southern Gentleman.
Oh, Thirst Trap. Thirst Trap. Y'all, I don't hurt the name for that soap, like for Shauna's soap is Southern Gentleman, but when we met, like we all officially met at last year's HSCG conference in Hartford, Connecticut, she had some of it there, and I told her, I said, no, that's Thirst Trap. Cause
what is the fragrance on that?
The fragrance, you mean the scent description?
Yeah. Or or you could drop your fragrance.
Just give us all the deets.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, floral, fruit and floral on top, like a lot of men's fragrances, so like a lot of bergamot. I think there's some jasmine in there. Maybe even a little bit of rose. But then there's like musk on the bottom. It's a really good one. It's one of our best-selling fragrances.
Okay. I would have to say if I had to choose one fragrance over any, it would probably be my Sharp Dressed Man.
That one smells good.
That one's a good one. But if I'm going to talk about, like, for me personally, which product I use the most of what I make is my shampoo bars.
Really?
I use those. It's so convenient. It's so easy. It's makes my hair feel so soft.
Trying not to burp in the microphone.
And I'm the one that ate the onions.
I had 2 big old slices of Little Caesars hot and ready.
Nice.
Before this, so yeah. But
so that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like that little segment. So if anybody has any questions that they'd like to, and it can be random because it doesn't necessarily have to be soap related. Can be anything. We'll do Q&A.
Absolutely. That's a really cool segment. So y'all send in your questions, but remember, we're mostly family friendly.
Yeah. Mostly.
Everybody eyes Jessie.
Mostly.
I'm the black sheep of the trio.
She's the black sheep.
Dead.
I'm the one that will drop the occasional F-bomb. Actually, I was doing a TikTok or something, and I think I dropped an F-bomb. And I was using a voice, right? It was just, I was doing a lip-syncing thing or whatever. And one of my students went, "Oh my goodness, Mrs. Connor said a curse." I replied with this emoji.
Well, you remember, like, when you're in school, you have a hard time picturing your teachers as, like, weird people outside of school.
Yeah.
So,
But there's sometimes teachers will be in the hallway and we'll talk, and I'll be talking to my friends, and I'll be like, "Do you believe this shit?" Oh. And you look around, and, like, they don't even bat an eye. They hear those old, they hear.
They ain't no telling. Ain't no telling what they hear at home. Ain't no telling.
Yeah. Craziness.
Yeah. I just know in my time as a school bus driver, some of the things. Let me tell you, all these listeners here, if you've got youngins that's in school, we hear it all. We hear it all. I mean, I'm not currently a bus driver anymore, but buddy, let me tell you something. The tea that has been spilled that had me just going. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I found that this year especially, that the children that I had from pre-K that were now in like 5th grade, they would seek me out and be like, "Oh, let me tell you about this boy that I like. Let me tell you about what's going on here. Let me tell you the tea about that. Let me tell you about," and they're not really asking for advice, but they want to spill the tea, and I'm the person that they spill the tea with, and I'm there for it. I am all
so you're saying that you are the tea bag.
She's the teacup.
I am the old
I'm
hag.
the teacup, short and stout.
That's you.
I feel attacked.
You attacked me last episode, and I don't even know what you said yet.
Yeah, you don't even know what I said yet. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I can tell you that, like, the tea that happens in, like, the operating room, I am oblivious to most of it. I try to stay out of the gossip, but every once in a while, someone just drops a whole big cup of it on me, and I'm just like, "Say what?"
They dropped the whole gallon of Milo's on you.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, who did what with who, and who's divorced now, and what's going on, and who left, and what's going on?
Oh my gosh! Speaking of that, did y'all watch that TikTok I sent y'all earlier?
Which
with
one?
The
of the 100.
No, well, it was it wasn't too terribly long ago. It was today. It was let's see here.
Does this have to do with the Coldplay concert?
No, it's let's see. Let me turn my volume down. This one was about a credit union.
Oh yeah.
Eastman Credit Union.
And you were the second person to send that to me, and I didn't see the first one. But that's in Johnson City. That's where I lived for 7
Ooh,
years.
I thought it was.
Well, I clicked on that, and then I tried to get back to the original video that was posted,
the
which
original
has
was
been,
gone.
of course, deleted. But well, so many people did stitches with that was crazy. So describe what you're talking about, because obviously we can't show it here. Somebody
Well,
just...
They was some folks up in the credit union, some employees, I'm assuming, that was behind a frosted glass wall, and they was bumping uglies.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
Not realizing
they didn't quite catch
that-
on the fact that they could be seen.
Right,
Yeah.
that you can see through the frosted glass. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
HR finna have fun with them.
yeah.
They're fixing to be unemployed.
They finna be
Yeah.
unemployed for fraternization during work hours.
The wrong kind. So
The wrong
actually, I
kind of
literally
it.
just opened up Facebook, and the very first post is a definition: cold-played.
Yeah. Cold played.
The act
Oh,
of being
look.
unintentionally exposed while cheating, especially in public, usually during major events.
That's hilarious.
I mean, how blatantly stupid do you have to be?
Someone pointed out, they said that must have been going on for quite some time. They got complacent.
Oh, yeah.
Comfortable and
Oh, yeah.
complacent.
And I saw on Twitter today a whole video of things you could have done to play it off. Like
Yeah,
the camera comes
exactly.
on you and like, you're doing chokeholds, or you're pretending to
popping
get the
their
Heimlich or
Yeah.
whatever. So they could have played it off, but they were just so
Blindsided.
shocked.
Yeah.
Well, I saw something today said that third woman apparently just recently got promoted and must have been aware of what was going on, and so now probably her promotion is going to be called into question too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
said
say
that-
so.
and I saw someone who theorized that any disciplinary action that took place during the alleged time event of this affair could also be called into question. So anybody who got fired or disciplined on the job,
They just opened up a whole can
They-
of worms. Is what
they
they
just
did.
opened up an entire wormhole, is what they did.
they completely opened up the worm farm.
Yep.
They want to disappear in a wormhole, but anyway.
Yeah, for real.
And I just feel bad for the families. Holy cow!
Can you imagine the dude's
Yeah.
wife?
No.
I mean,
How
gosh,
embarrassing for her.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I have a this or that chaos edition. Do you want to try that?
Sure.
This or that chaos.
Chaos.
Edition. You ready?
Chaos. See now, here.
Scrape the bowl or leave the extra batter.
We're talking about soap, I'm assuming.
Some things will be soap. Actually, all of these are soap. Maybe.
I mean, if
I
it's
mean-
cookie dough, I'm going to scrape the bowl.
If it's a what?
If it's cookie dough, I'm going to scrape the bowl.
You
There you
dang
go.
right. You dang right I am.
Okay.
Unless it's oatmeal raisin and then
I scrape the bowl as much as I can, and as we scrape the bowl, what do we all say?
scrapey,
Scrapey,
scrapey, my
scrapey,
great
yeah.
big containy.
Scrapey, scrapey, my containy. But a lot of times, like if I don't have an extra mold around, or if it's too high,
we need to credit that to Katie.
yeah, to Katie
Katie
Carson.
Carson Royalty Soaps.
That's definitely she.
We'd love to have you on sometime or another, just saying.
100%. Yeah,
There you go.
show us how to get to where she is.
For real.
John likes me to leave the batter in there. He's like, it'll just turn to soap tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, but then you have to scrape it out anyway.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. They just leave it in and let it saponify, but I'm like, it makes my eye twitch to leave them there. So
I have some sitting downstairs.
You would hate to look in my big pot right now.
Is that why he said this place is a mess in here today?
Nah, he was just, well, it is a mess, but it's not a great big mess. It's just a mediocre mess.
What about packaging sticker straight or it's close enough?
Oh, no. Oh, y'all, I love my mama. And mama, I love you. But sometimes them stickers be crooked.
Well, I think about when we were at, oh no, you guys didn't go to that conference. The first conference that I went to, Anne-Marie from Brambleberry was up there, and she was, I don't know if she was the keynote speaker, but she was a speaker.
You got us
And
Yeah, you
and
got us
I
some
got
books.
her. Yeah, I got her to sign your books. And she gave a whole big thing about how like sometimes you just gotta let the stickers be crooked because you just can't.
I try to get them
everything all
straight,
the
but
time.
if I get it on there and it's crooked, I'm like, whatever. I move on.
Yeah, I mean, if it's crooked, I've got some over it's crooked, and I'm like, you know what? I'm blessed to have somebody to help me with this, so I'm not going to grumble. And I'm not going to grumble because I'm very appreciative. But I can't, if I sat here and told you that my eye didn't twitch, I'd be lying.
I can do like when I put on like the body butters and stuff. That because you can easily peel it off and put it back on. That I'll adjust. But if it's on my bar of soap and it's a little bit crooked, all right.
It's
Okay.
handcrafted.
Yeah, there you go. How about
She just got befuddled.
sell out early or overmake and have leftovers?
Sell out early. 100%. Every time.
Same.
Every time.
Okay, you ready for this one? Talking to customers or hiding behind your table?
Hiding behind your table.
I'm gonna talk to folks.
Jessie's
talk
going
to
to
them.
talk to everyone. I surprisingly, as much as I say I don't like to talk to people, when I get out in places, I can yap for an extensively
Oh, I
long
can
time.
guarantee that, like at work, people are shocked sometimes to find out I'm an introvert. Like, because I can
Yeah?
talk to the patients totally fine. And at the craft, I can, if it's busy enough where I'm like able to
Incognito?
keep going. No, if it's busy enough that like, I'm not like, there's the big period in between. The problem is if I sit down and start to get comfortable and then someone comes up, then I don't want to get up and talk.
She
That's
just shuts down.
I
do.
think I think
Like
part of
Baymax.
my my introvertness depends on the crowd or the person that's with me. So for example, like I can go into an auditorium full of children. There can be 400 kids in there, and I can grab a microphone and I can talk for an hour. No problem. If another adult walks in the room, I shut down. I don't know what it is. I cannot do my thing when other people are with me or talking to me or watching me or whatever. That just
So deep down inside, you're just a 5-year-old.
yes. I don't think there was ever any doubt on
we
that.
talked about this before, like trying to record a video. If like my husband walks in, I'm like, I can't do it in front of him. I can't do a voiceover
Same
in
thing.
front of him.
Well, I mean, like last episode.
Yeah. Well, that
A
was
little bit.
hilarious. So she suddenly stops talking, and then she pans her camera over, and then her husband's just standing in the doorway, stock still. Looks like a serial killer at first,
Right, but
It always
she-
seems like someone is watching me.
but you were mid sentence and then you just froze
panned
like
the
that when he
camera.
was in there, and then showed us that he was there. So like,
And he didn't
Yeah.
move. He just stood there like a deer in headlights. So
He just stood there like. And I'm just sitting there like,
what? What do you want?
record content or take a nap.
well, I mean, if I'm here at the shop, I'm not going to take a nap.
Right.
And I pretty much film all my content here at the shop.
I am not a nap taker. I can't take it. If I take a nap, I can't fall asleep at all at night.
But full disclosure, before we recorded today, like I got home from town, I ran all my errands, and I got my few groceries put up and situated and such as that. And I had like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I could sweep the floor, or I could take a nap. I took a nap. It was like a 30-minute power nap. So yeah.
Nice.
I'm typically not a good nap taker either.
All right. How about soap shavings? Save them for embeds or toss them?
Oh, save them for embeds.
I save them. Even though confetti soap just doesn't sell that great, I still save them.
It really doesn't sell that great, but I still save them anyway.
I have officially quit beveling soaps.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too much. I mean,
Especially
the
with the
stamping.
boxes now.
Yeah, I mean, you shake that soap around in the box for a little while, and those sharp
gonna
edges
be-
are they're gone. I mean, we're still stamping, but the Bevelin, I've got like this much in a 5-gallon bucket, so
I got more than that.
I got to figure out what I'm going to do now. I may just throw them in with my soap scraps. I don't know.
I've actually seen a couple people do the little organza bags and fill them with the organza, fill them in organza bags.
Or the Sissel soap pouches, they do that too.
Sissel soap pouches, that too. Yeah. Fill a bag of Sissel soap, and then it's still usable. It's still soap. It's still good soap. That's something. How about lavender everything or lavender never again?
Lavender never again.
Yeah. I'm not the hugest lavender fan either.
I'm okay with lavender, but not lavender everything.
Yeah.
Now, a lavender blend, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of soap booths at shows where everything was lavender. I'm not joking. Like every soap had lavender in it. So like lavender orange, lavender bergamot, lavender, lemon, just lavender. And I felt like, why?
Why?
Well, you're limiting yourself to.
I'm Lavender Soap Co.
Yeah, I mean, if that's that's your niche. But how about early bird vendor setup or roll in 15 minutes before?
It's got to be set up early.
Everything that I set up for the day before. So
So you're early bird.
I don't have a metric.
Yeah, the one show that I do, the show starts at 9 and setup starts at 5 a.m.
Quit telling our listeners to shut up.
I think you have to be set up by 7 or maybe even 8. I'm not sure. But you can't just roll in 15 minutes before. That would not fly. I don't know that you would be invited back. How about craft show in 100-degree heat or 30-degree wind tunnel?
The heat.
Neither.
Heat. I would much rather do the heat than the wind
heat.
tunnel.
I can do that.
The problem is a lot of like the body butters and stuff, and
I don't do body
yeah,
butters.
I do all that stuff for the shows, and then I can't bring them to the shows because they're not.
I think I honestly would
good.
do 30 degrees because I have the clothing for it. You can put on more layers. I can layer the heck out of it. But 100 degrees, you can only
Jessie's
take so many
got that.
clothes off before you get arrested.
Jessie's got that fancy schmancy fan now for her
true.
booth. So, yeah, unless I could have some kind of space heater, I can't do 30 degrees. That's not happening.
I have done a really cold event where it was like cold and windy and rainy, and I sold the crap out of some soap, believe it or not. People would cut like it. When it would rain, they would hide in my tent and they'd buy stuff. So
Nice.
It worked out great because I cleared like $1,200.
Oh, very nice.
The listeners should know that for days, Margaret did not have air conditioning. And she was like, it's so hot in here. I hate it. It's awful. And then she got air conditioning fixed and she's like, I'm already over it. It's cold.
You have no idea. We still sit outside because that's what we do in the summertime. John and I go outside and we enjoy being outside in the yard. But then when we come inside to like use the bathroom or whatever, I'm like, oh, it's freezing in here. I set my air conditioning at 73. I don't know what.
But how did that go
you would
last
hate my
week in
house.
Tennessee?
In Tennessee, that was rough. All right, so we went to the property that we're purchasing. For those people that don't know, I will be moving to Tennessee, so I'm having a house built on property that we bought. And there's somebody who's from one town over here who already started the process of building. So he invited us over to his plot of land. You don't want to go onto somebody's land without permission in Tennessee. Here you could do whatever you want. It doesn't, here I could go up on my neighbor's property, whatever. There, I'm not going to do that, right? So he invited us over. We met him there. He showed us his driveway, his dirt work, his plot where he's got land, and we was just standing there talking. And it must have been 100 degrees. It's dripping down my face, and I'm not a sweater, right? And I know that John is absolutely dying, but we're being friendly and we're talking, and getting all the information. And this guy, he knows that. He's like, this person owns that plot of land. This person johns that plot of land. This is where she should go to eat today. This is where we're going to stay, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's really, really friendly guy. We got in the car, and John's shirt went and touched him, and it just immediately was soaking wet. It was just from standing there. That was rough. And then at one point, we were staying in a little Airbnb, and I said, we're in the South. Because we drove around the neighborhood, and all these people, they just sit on their porch. They sit on the front porch. Now here, I have a front porch. There are chairs on my front porch, but you don't sit on the front porch in New York. In New York, you sit in your private backyard, and you don't interact with other people. That's how it goes. So we drove around the neighborhood in Pulaski, and they're just, those people are sitting on their front porch, and those people are sitting on their front porch, and those people. So when we got to the Airbnb, we both sat down. We're like, let's go sit on the front porch for a little while. We sat down, and like 4 minutes into it, we were like, no way, it's too hot.
Now, was there a ceiling fan?
There was not. But we will be putting, yes. We've already talked about that because we did meet with a builder. We figured we're going with this builder, and they're doing a ceiling fan on the porches. Because we do spend a lot of time, and I feel like I will spend just as much time outside when I'm down there, but I think the season will shift. Because here we spend outside in the summertime. I see more spring and fall there, just because the temperature and the humidity and all that kind of stuff.
I absolutely love in the fall time of the year to build a fire, like a bonfire in the yard, and just sit around and just, like it's 50 degrees outside, and you got a little bonfire, and it's perfect.
I actually told Brad, because we're building too, and I told Brad, I was like, we have a whole stack of wood out there for our fire pits. Like, we need to burn that before we move, because we don't want to move that.
No. Or you...
Just leave it for the buyers. Here you go, firewood.
Yeah. I said I want to be the couple that sits on the porch and when it's like pouring rain, just sit there and go, yep, we needed that.
You better have a very deep porch because rain will blow in.
What's funny is there's a little town right near ours called Flat Rock, right? And there's a place called Flat Rock Cheese. And we're looking at it, and I'm going, we can never shop at Flat Rock Cheese. And he said, why? I said, because of Jessie. And I don't think there's a clean version of your southernism.
There is. It's just raining like a cow peeing on a flat rock. But the version I learned was a bit more colorful.
Yes, a bit more colorful that we shall leave off. How about full face of makeup or natural?
Natural.
100% natural. I am so awkward when I have makeup on. I just look ridiculous.
I'm wearing it right now, but just for the recording. Especially because I have a couple big zits on.
I may put on makeup for Sunday at church, and I might not.
But you do put it on whenever the newspapers come around to interview you.
When the newspapers come around, yes, I definitely do, because, especially if it's a TV crew. I mean...
Right. Yeah. Well, you are pretty pale. You could use a little color on that face.
Holy cow.
Yes.
I walked outside today with my shorts on, and I was like, I will blind people with these legs, let me tell you.
Blinded by the light.
By the legs.
Blinded by the legs. How about business bestie or fly solo?
Business bestie.
Business bestie.
I don't like neither one of your heifers. I'm going to go solo.
Yeah, right.
How about
we're like barnacles on your butt?
Rebranding every 6 months or keeping the same labels forever?
Why would you want to rebrand every 6 months? That's a pain.
Rebranding is a pain in the rear end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On your
Find what you like and stick with it. What is your biggest fear? A price tag falling off or labels peeling off mid-show?
Labels peeling off.
Labels peeling off because price tags. I don't even put price tags on anything.
I ain't even thought about neither one of them. And I don't do price tags, so.
Now I can say when I first got these, I didn't put this part of the label over very far, and it kept wanting to peel up because it goes around the side of the box. And I've learned that I have to like get the top of it really far in there for it to stay. So I've experienced the label peel.
That's what she said.
That makes no sense.
Well, not the label, the thing you said it beforehand.
How about this? Nobody seeing your TikTok videos, or you get like 3 views and a pity like from your mom.
At least somebody's seen them.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I have for the this or that edition. So what else is going on, ladies?
Oh, we are getting ready for the start of school.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah, school starts for us August the 1st. And
August
I have a
1st?
August 1st.
Seriously?
August 1st. And I've got a senior this year, and oh my gosh.
Did he already take his senior portraits?
We take it next Friday.
Okay. You'll have to send us the proofs.
Now, that's just the yearbook picture. It's like the tux top picture.
They do a yearbook for us. They do the tux with the top, and then they alternate. They'll put like the cap and gown on, and that's it. Like they don't do like outside things. Like there's not a whole photo shoot.
Yeah, it's just the tux top for us. And I've got a friend. We've been friends for forever. Her dad is actually the one that trained me on the school bus. We've been friends for forever, and she's actually a photographer, and we've done some horse trading. And she's going to take just regular pictures for Deepers, for us, And so we've got to do the tuxedo yearbook pictures next Friday. And gosh almighty, Rachel, she is texting the crap out of me. Squirrel. And another thing they allow seniors to do down here is you're allowed to personalize your parking space. So you can paint your parking space. And
Nice.
Wow.
so we've got to go do that next week, too. I have the funny feeling this year is going to be crazy.
Nice.
So
You'll have to take pictures of that, too. They don't do that by... there's not enough parking for all of the seniors, so they don't get spots. We don't even have parking at my school. We park on streets next to people's houses. And one of the things, the back-to-school commercials coming on, because you're talking about school starts so early. In New York, at least in New York City, contractually, we are not allowed to start until after Labor Day.
yeah.
And so we finished really late in June, and I had no idea until I became a soap maker that the rest of the country is not on the same schedule as us. Like I seriously had no idea. So when I obviously know, and I guess I never mentioned it to any of the people at school because they're seeing the back to school ads, and our group text at work with all the teachers is how disgusted they are, and I can't even believe it, and could they at least wait until the middle of August, and we're all, they're all starting to have these panic attacks, but we still have over a month left. And I had to explain, some schools already started, or they're just about getting ready to start, we're not the only ones.
Yeah, well, actually, there's a new schedule that's going around, where there is some schools around that's started this week, or
That's
start
insane.
next week. But they're running on a different. It's not like your typical school schedule. They run
Is this a year-round school?
It's not really year round.
3 weeks on, a week off, 3 weeks
It's
on,
like
a week off.
they go to school 6 to 9 weeks straight, and they get a couple weeks off, and so the breaks are more
Right.
spaced out, and there's only 6 weeks that they're off for summer.
Okay.
And they're actually having really good results with it down here. You don't have as much fatigue
Right.
with the kids.
Makes sense.
I mean, our school district hasn't went to it yet. I really wish they would have, but they haven't.
There's this thing, phenomenal called Summer Slide. Have you heard of that? Mm-mm. Okay, so your summer slide is, especially in an inner city school like where I am, is that you'll bring a child up to a certain level, and then school stops, and they're out of school for 2 full months, and then when they come back in
backslide.
September, they slide back, and you have to catch them up again. So that kind of a schedule really kind of prevents the summer slide because they're not forgetting everything. There's not enough time for them to just forget everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a neat concept. Like I said, I'm just tickled to death my kids don't have to go to school this year wearing nothing but khakis. They can wear blue jeans like normal people. I can't stand uniforms. They just they make me so mad.
Our school is a uniform school, but they don't enforce it. The last principal would enforce it. They had ugly blue pants, and the boys wore a white, either a white button-down shirt or a white, like a polo shirt. If you had the button-down shirt, they had a tie. And then the girls wore like a blue jumper with a white shirt.
So they actually had to go somewhere and buy an actual uniform. Like a
buy
real
an actual uniform. Yeah, a real uniform from a uniform place. And when I first started there, it was 100%. 100% of the kids wore uniforms all the time. Now, if maybe 5 kids per grade wear a uniform, it's shocking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they started this several years ago in our school district. Like, oh, it's going to cut down on bullying. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Kids, they're still going to be bullies, no matter. You're still going to have a butthole. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And what they wear is not going to change that.
Yeah.
So
I went to I don't know. Most listeners probably don't know this, but in 2nd and 3rd grade, I actually lived in Japan, Yokohama, Japan, for a couple of years, and I went to an international school, and we had uniforms, like legit uniforms that you had to go buy at the store. So you had like 2 or 3 skirts and a sweater and 2 or 3 shirts or something.
Well, the problem being in an inner city school like mine is they wouldn't get 2 or 3. They'd get 1.
Yeah.
Each kid would get 1 uniform, and by June, those white shirts were no longer white.
Yeah.
And some of the parents would think that, I'm just going to get them the long sleeve shirt. Now it's 100 degrees. Your kid's wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's June. We don't have air conditioning, so yeah, you're still getting bullied because your shirt's not white.
We just had a dress code. That's what we had.
Yeah. That's what it was when I went to the same. I graduated from the same high school that my kids go to, and I moved around a lot as a kid. So, but anyhow, so long as your shorts weren't. No, you couldn't even wear shorts. Shorts were not what you couldn't wear shorts, and you had to wear pants.
Wear shorts either.
You had to wear pants, and you couldn't wear any spaghetti string. You couldn't wear flip-flops. Yeah. You could wear hats at school then.
My kids,
I think your flip-flops, but
skirts had to be longer than if your arms went straight down.
Yeah.
The skirt has to be at least to there.
Right.
Your strap had to be 3 fingers thick. And they weren't allowed to wear bandanas.
We were allowed shorts, but no spaghetti straps or straps.
But the bandanas was a gang thing.
Yeah.
We had a lot of gangs.
Yeah.
Right. Bloods and Crips and such.
Well, out here it's MS-13.
I was about to say, I think Bloods and Crips are more West Coast.
Yeah.
The only the gangs we got down here is, Methany and Methew.
Methew, okay.
Anyway.
You got the tweaker down the street and you got Methew down yonder, so
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So, has anybody started on their Christmas stuff yet?
No.
No, I thought about it.
I didn't even think of it until you just said it because I'm so... Well, again, we just stopped school about a week and a half ago. And as soon as we stopped school, it was planning for AJ's graduation party and then the trip that we left 2 days after the party and being gone for a week. We just got home 2 days ago, so...
Yeah, it's...
I am in a rut, man.
I started thinking about it the other day, trying to decide. Of course, I'm going to do, the peppermint stripe, because that's just a thing I do now. That's my one bougie soap I make a year. And I'll do the chunky mint because that's what I use the scraps up from the peppermint stripe. And I need one more because I don't want to just have just peppermint soap.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't decide if I want to do the frankincense and myrrh again or what I want to do.
I can tell you that frankincense and myrrh was never a great seller for me.
It sold out for me. Just
It's weird.
it sold out for me quick. It sold out before the peppermint stripe thing did.
Interesting. I do the cranberry fig.
That smells so good.
Yeah, I love that. It's so crisp and clean. So we'll do that every year. And if we do another one, we do another one. I'd like to maybe do like a real small batch or like a single loaf of something. I don't know.
So before I do the Christmas soaps, though, I need to get my butt in gear and do my Veterans Day soap. So I've kind of got everything. I know. Well, typically, I'll do a Jim Carrey it. I typically do a Veterans Day soap, and I'll theme it after a Medal of Honor recipient. I've already got that with the help of a friend of mine on YouTube. I've got that one nailed down, and I've just got to get together with the design and get into the story of it so that I can get the background of it. I've got to get my ducks in a row instead of being like squirrel on acid at a rave.
What if you did striped like you do your mint one?
I may do that. That's a really good idea.
Do red and blue stripes with white soap?
No, I think being it's going to be an Army Medal of Honor recipient, maybe do
camo.
do a gold and Army green or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever done a camouflage soap?
I actually have camouflage mica.
I did a camouflage soap a while ago where you make the batter gets real thick, right? And just plop it in all the different colors, and it just has this great pattern to it.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, though.
But when you're plopping in 50 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I've done it in the Margaret mold, so 30-something pounds, but.
Yeah. That's a lot of soap to just plop, plop.
Yeah.
Plop,
So.
Fizz, oh, what a relief.
What a relief it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
So, yeah, so I've got that coming up. I'm currently doing some R&D on a new product. I've pretty well decided I'm not going to do the laundry detergent. I don't see me being able to do that sustainably. I'll have to buy all kinds of equipment. I don't have the space. But this new product that I'm currently in R&D on, I think it's going to do something.
All right. Now I'm curious.
Me too.
Totally in my wheelhouse. It's going to be...
It's
It's
something
not a
she
bar
has not
soap.
told us about.
I have not. I have kept it to myself, and I don't want to spill the beans on it totally yet, because what if something goes south, and then
Yeah.
it's out there, you know. But it's totally on brand for me, and it is not a bar soap. I will say that.
What else, ladies? What else we got going on?
Oh, house
I've been
building.
trying to catch up from being on vacation. I've had to make a crap load of soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in a rut. I haven't made soap in a long time. Well, I did make the pine tar that went sideways. But it's been hard. Like, there's always a trip or something, and now I have another trip coming up in a couple days here, and I'm like, dang it, I really got to get some stuff made. And I've been slacking on content, too.
Yeah, I was slacking on content. I've scheduled out a whole bunch of stuff on Metricool yesterday. Definitely, if you guys aren't using a content scheduler, you don't know what you're missing.
It's hard, though. Like Jessie said, like, you can't do the TikTok shop links if you use that.
Well, that's true.
Well, actually, I think you can. You just have to have the subscription based. because you can hook up your TikTok business to it.
Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So that's something I'm going to sit down and play with. And y'all know me, I hate to spend money.
Mm-hmm. I have the I pay for Metricool because I wanted to include all the different things and the amount of posts per month. I was doing at least one a day, and it's that you have to pay for it to do that. But right now, I did a wrapping soap video a couple of weeks ago, and I just looked at it yesterday, and I pulled, I don't know, 25 clips. I have at least one video scheduled from now until I think August 9th. So if I don't, and then I'll do other content. Like if I make soap, I'll film that as well, or I'll do a trend, or I'll, whatever, I'll talk to the camera and make a video. But if nothing else, I know I have at least one video a day going for the next few weeks.
I've got some. I started releasing the. I don't know if y'all watched it or not, but I started posting about the packaging debacle.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I released part 1, and I've got to get another one edited and release it this evening. Have y'all noticed on TikTok that used to you would post a video and within a couple of hours, like you would actually see some action. Mm-hmm. Here lately on my page, it's been like delayed by about 4 days before you actually see some real views. Have y'all noticed that?
I don't know. My views are pretty low.
I rarely ever get real views, so.
It's just been crazy because, I mean, it'd be like I'd get 200 views within a 24-hour basis, but then like 3 days later, I look back and that video's got like 16,000 views. I'm like, where the crap that come from?
My problem is I'm in a rut content-wise. If I'm talking on camera, like, that's why I do a lot of, like, my rapping videos, I'll just put, because I'm talking to people just like I'm talking to you right now, and it's a lot easier to pull clips from that. But if I'm making soap and I'm talking to the camera and whatever, it's harder to pull clips because the visual of the soap making doesn't line up with clip. I don't know. It's
well, that's why I do voiceovers.
Yeah.
That's why I most of the voiceovers.
I've gotten to where here lately, if I do a soap making live, and I've gotten where I just don't even hardly make soap live anymore because I want to do angles and have good content, and it's hard to do that when you're live because you're talking and. When you're filming actual content, you're getting the ASMR of the soap pouring, and
right. And another issue I have is John loves to play the radio when we're live.
Yeah.
And I can't post any of that stuff because you get a content violation.
Yep.
Because of the songs. So not so much on TikTok, but on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. You get content, and I'm like, and he puts the radio so loud, so I can't even like try and drown it out with sound effects or make my voice louder or something like that. But
I didn't disappear. My battery's dying on my laptop, so I'm having to get a charger hooked up.
All right.
But yeah, I've got so much crap on this table. Soap bars and phones and pocket knives and coffee cups and bull crap.
Fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at here now. Look at here now. Oh, it's just, going live making soap just doesn't work for me anymore. I mean, that's how I built a good bit of my following, but now it's funny how the socials change.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What used to work don't work anymore.
I know it doesn't work anymore, so it's frustrating because I can't think of topics to just sit and have a conversation with the camera. Like I'm not that easy flowing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's awkward too if you don't have someone to talk back.
Right. If you're not having somebody to talk back, if I just can't think of the ideas to post. And to post the same things over and over again. This is a pouring video. Here's a cutting video.
Yeah.
Here's it's repetitive. And, it doesn't get the results that it used to.
So we,
Yeah.
so, we have a team that basically keeps our website working and finds how to make things happen on there. They also do like SEO optimization and such. So Brad actually just signed up for that.
Okay.
And we're going to start doing, I'm probably going to start blogging again.
Okay.
I haven't done that in years, but blogging on the website, hopefully that'll, Jessie big in the face. Hopefully that'll bring in some stuff, and then we can also use that content for like emails.
I've got a couple of blogs on the website, like how to use the shampoo and, things like that.
You rub it on your hair and you rinse it off.
Yeah. Well,
Ta-da!
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or it
I
gets
also
the
have
hose.
the solid conditioner bar for your hair, right? And I use that too. But the difference is, like, when you rub up the shampoo bar, you just go like this, like 3 times, 1, 2, 3, boom, add a little water, and you're sudsing it up. But the conditioner bar, it doesn't suds up.
Right.
So you can't really even tell if it's on.
Right.
So I just take it and I put it in my hair and I just kind of like mush my hair all over the bar.
You mush your hair all over the bar.
The conditioner bars are a lot harder.
Yeah.
It'd probably be a lot better to have like a shampoo bar and a cream, like a pot cream conditioner or something like that would be easier to use. But then
What?
Kind of defeats the purpose.
I marked that, and I'm going to pull that clip, and you're going to pee yourself. Jessie just did a cross leg and leaned over, and her chair went.
Did it really? I didn't hear.
I heard something, and then Margaret made a face, and I was like, "What I missed?"
Because she like went like this when the noise happened. She was doing this. I'm like, did she just? That must.
What?
That was her chair.
That's kind of like this past week's episode when AJ come in and was talking to you. I was tossing the M&Ms up, catching them, and about that time he sneezed. About the time the M&M went in my mouth, I was like, oh, that was perfect sync. Crossed my leg and my chair farts. My chair farted.
Yep.
Well, that's why I make the effort to pull this chair in now, because I had a different chair one week, and every time I did this, it went.
My chair doesn't lean back. I think there's something wrong with it.
It's special.
Yeah. It's not a leaner.
It's not a leaner.
So,
Okay.
so my mother-in-law still doesn't have air conditioning, and I told you guys she had like 2 appointments where they no-called, no-showed, and then they show up early. They told her they were going to be there at like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then like 11:15 said, "Hey, we're going to be there in 15 minutes," and she wasn't even home. So we have someone else who's going to be doing the air conditioning on the house that we're building, and my husband called him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on my way home. I'll drop by and check it out now." I was like, "What the heck?" Like, completely different response.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the guy that does our HVAC work. He's awesome. He's an older guy,
Yeah,
and
that's what too.
I think he basically just does it to stay busy. And he's awesome. If he can't make, he'll tell you, say, "Well, I could come today, but it'll be later tonight before I get there." I'm like, just go home. It'd be fine. You can come tomorrow.
Yeah. We think what happened with this other company is that they grew and got too big, and now they're like, well, I mean, if you don't like us, somebody else will use us, kind of thing. They just, I think they lost sight of the customer.
Yeah.
Because, people who work, you can't like take off multiple days in a row and off work and afford to pay for a freaking air conditioner.
Yep.
And them boogers is high right now.
Mm-hmm. I had to get 2 units. was $18,000.
It's higher than Snoop Dogg on 420.
Yeah, this guy came out and he's like, well, I can just replace the inner furnace because that's where the real problem is, or do both. And we're like, well, I mean, this place is going on like 18 or 20 years now. So
Yeah.
we're like, just replace both.
Yeah.
But yeah, his quote was low too. So it's like, dang.
But I'm very pleased with this air conditioning. It works and it's quiet. It's cold. AJ's happy. John's happy. I have a blanket.
I just remember
Margaret
during
needs
this
some
whole thing
coveralls.
when you were so hot and you were melting and you was like, now I feel bad. Like I feel like this is what I put everybody else through. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's, I'm on the second floor. I'm in this room. There's no real ventilation there's the window, but I wasn't opening it because, we were recording and stuff. And it was probably about 95, 96 degrees in here that day. So
I would die.
Mm.
When I was growing up, we used to always tease my mom and call her an Eskimo because she always liked everything cold. Now I understand. Now I'm that age, and I'm like, yeah, I like it cold. Luckily, though, my husband and I don't disagree on temperature settings, so we got that going for us.
Yeah, well, me and mine, we don't disagree. We both like it cold at night, and about 72 during the day. Now, D would have it down to 65 all the time if I let him.
Oh, yeah. AJ, too. AJ would lower it as much as it could go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, your husband works outside, so
yeah,
he's used to the heat.
Rachel texted me. She said, tell the Heifers I said I love them.
Aww. We love you, too, Rachel.
How
I actually
cute.
have another series to recommend her if she ever decides to read again. Or she gets back into a clean series.
That's so funny. If she ever decides to read again.
Well, I sent her like 2 different series or something.
Did you read a lot when you were in high school, or is that something because I did not want to read anything when I was in school.
Me?
And then, you get out of school
I was a
and
voracious reader growing up, so much so that my brother thought I was going to be a book editor or something. And then I went to college and it slowed down, and then I started back up again, and then when I went to medical school, it stopped entirely because I didn't have time.
I bet you didn't have time for none of that junk.
I read entire textbooks in medical school for the first time in my life. I literally read textbooks front to back. And then residency, I was working 80 hours a week. So then when I finally graduated residency and passed my first board, I was like, I want to read again, and I don't even know where to start. I don't even know who to look up. You get so out of touch with it, you're like, what author's good now? So
Yeah. You're out of the loop.
I didn't really start reading for pleasure until after college. And then I kind of just fell out of it a couple of years ago. I think social media has got me so sucked in that I'm reading.
I can say that
It'll suck you in.
I go through a lot more books now because I have a Kindle that I had to be talked into, but now I love having a Kindle because then I can just download and take it wherever. It's super small. And then I get the Audible that goes along with it, and it'll keep your place between the two. So I can go back and forth. So I can be doing dishes and listening to my audiobook or something while.
Okay. What about, do you have a library card?
I haven't had a library card in a long time.
Not library, library.
No, I don't
L-I-V-E.
have
That's what I thought you said. What in the crap is a library?
It's to download books,
Library is to download books, but you're downloading them from your public library. So if you have your public library card, you can create an account. You just put in your public library card number, and you can download books to your phone, to your Kindle, to whatever. They have audiobooks as well, and you don't have to pay for them.
I do not have that. I have Kindle Unlimited.
Okay.
Which obviously does not include all books. So I get a lot of books on there. So because I'm doing that, now I'm going through a lot more books right now because I can get other stuff done in the same time.
Right.
I just Googled library, and look what come up right to start with.
Get a card. Live Prairie. Get a card. Uh-huh.
Suffolk County, New York.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
It's Suffolk County.
Maybe,
I wonder if
maybe
it's just Suffolk County.
It might just be Suffolk County.
But I'm sure every place has something like that. I'm sure.
And
Maybe?
most of the people talk about Libby.
Libby.
Libby is one that they do.
Yeah, I have Libby too.
Everything I see, it just says Suffolk County Library.
So look up Libby.
Yeah.
Libby.
Ooh.
That's
Libby! It's that heifer's fault, Libby.
that heifer.
That heifer.
Yes, the house.
All
building's
over the
going well.
world, local
Which-
libraries offer millions of ebooks and audiobooks. You can borrow them for free instantly. That's
There you
pretty
go.
cool.
It is cool, and now you know.
Now you know.
You know what G.I. Joe says.
Nope.
Knowing is half the battle.
Oh.
I've legit never heard that.
What? Well, because
What?
I'm a little bit older than you. You didn't watch G.I. Joe cartoons when you were little?
No.
Have
Saturday
you
morning
never
cartoons?
heard "Knowing is half the battle"?
No.
Well, it's G.I. Joe.
What?
That's like his slogan or something like that.
Jeez. This is a classic case, Margaret, of you don't know what you don't know.
And I did not know. I saw there's a guy that's been coming across my FYP lately. He had like cancer in his stomach, and he had his stomach removed.
Okay.
And now his whole channel is based on like what can he eat and not throw up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there going, I didn't even know you could eat if you didn't have a stomach.
Well, think about all the people that have bariatric surgery. They're even the sleeve, the bariatric sleeve they're really just mainly
It's a small
making
stomach, but
it's
there.
a very, very small stomach. But if they eat too much, they throw up. So if you have no stomach, you really have to have 2 bites of food an hour or something like that.
Or drink
Golly.
shakes, nutritional shakes.
Yeah. So what do you say we wrap this one up, right?
Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up,
Wrap
heifer.
it up. All right, I got it. And that, friends, is what happens when you give 3 women microphones and no supervision. We might not have had a set topic today, but honestly, sometimes the best conversations are the ones that just happen. Whether we made you laugh, roll your eyes, or think, yep, same, we're glad you were here for it. If you're still with us, bless you. We hope you laughed, nodded along, and maybe learned the word verisimilitude. And hopefully
Verisimilitude.
and hopefully feel a little more connected to the messy, magical side of running a small business. Don't forget to like, share, comment, or leave us a review if you're feeling generous. Got a topic you want us to cover, or just want to come and shoot the shit with us yourself? Hit us up. We're here for the real talk, the weird moments, and the people who stick around through all 31 episodes of our beautiful nonsense. And until next time, stay dirty, heifers.